The countdown is well and truly on for the London Marathon. It is 1 month to go and I'm feeling all right about my training. I started training for this about November, December time, just getting more runs in, getting a bit more distance in, so getting comfortable with running closer towards 20 kilometres and doing shorter track runs, so just trying to build up my general fitness because I didn't want to come into 2026 being completely unprepared for my first ever marathon. Since the start of January, my VO2 max has increased from 52 to 55, and I'm definitely seeing the benefit even in my day-to-day life when I'm having to walk to work and in the sports I play, that I'm generally feeling a lot more fit. And this has been really helpful and really impactful for the running, as it clearly would be. Doing the long run and the short run each week, although it's probably not as much running as would be recommended, I've been able to balance as well alongside my other training. So the strength training that I have to do for sports, so for my vision impaired rugby and vision impaired cricket, so I'm needing to keep myself more resilient and get my body more versatile to the variety of things that I'm trying to manage. Recovery had been going well. I hadn't had any injuries for a few months, but a couple of weeks ago I was starting to get a bit of soreness within my Achilles. So I saw a physiotherapist and they recommended just reducing the load, reducing the amount of long runs, which isn't ideal when you're building towards a marathon, but that has been fine. I reduced it down and I took on a 27-kilometre run on Sunday, which went surprisingly well. I was a bit higher in terms of the zones I was wanting to work in, so in more of zones 3 and zones 4. However, this is fine from the side that I need to be running, and I know that getting as much time on my feet is important, especially when you're taking on 42 kilometres or 26 miles, and getting back to it was crucial. I've had several sports therapy sessions in that time to try and reduce the amount of fatigue and give my muscles some attention so they're able to function as well as they should be able to with all of the load that I'm trying to put onto this. My fueling has been successful. I think the best things for me are using gels and Lucozade. I did try some of the beta fuel chews from Science and Sport, and I'm a bit uncertain on whether they are going to be effective. I will do more runs with them to find out whether they are useful or beneficial or just useful having on me, because it's going to be the biggest run I've ever done. And I know that the more fuel I have, the more energy I have, the easier it will be, I'm hoping. Day to day, I'm still trying to manage my protein intake, so keeping it as high as possible, aiming for around 150 grams of protein per day. Usually 2 shakes a day seems to be the best thing for me in terms of keeping it up as high as possible, as I'm trying to eat as much as I can. However, my partner doesn't eat as much protein, or it's not as much of a priority within her diet, so trying to manage that in day-to-day life is a bit more simple when I'm having 2 protein shakes a day. Going forward, over the next month, it's going to be managing my Achilles, making sure that it's able to take the load. I do also have a cricket session and rugby trials in that time, so I'm hoping that these don't impact too much on my training. And I also have the Easter holidays coming up, so I will be able to manage my load a lot more. I'll have a lot more time off, and I won't probably feel as fatigued or as pressured to make sure to squeeze in the training. Before the marathon, I think the longest distance I'll aim to run is around 32 kilometres, potentially pushing that to 34 kilometres. I'll just see how I'm feeling on the day. I am feeling less scared about it and looking forward to it. A month ago, 26.2 miles on the 26th of the 4th, 2026. I'm really liking the way that there's the number 26 all in this. It's just a shame that I'm 27 and a year out. However, my guide runner is 26, So he'll have the satisfaction of being 26, running 26.2 miles on the 26th of the 4th, 2026. I'll keep you updated over the next month. If you're interested in how I train as a vision impaired athlete for a marathon, vision impaired rugby, vision impaired cricket, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment anything that you're interested in. Catch you soon.